A social media meltdown has occurred in Formula 1, with every fan, journalist and driver trying to figure out what is happening with Oscar Piastri. On the 28th of July, Sebastian Vettel announced that he will be retiring from Formula 1 at the end of the 2022 season, and just days later, that decision has sparked the silly season into complete mayhem. But how did a four-time world champion's decision to call it quits on his time in the sport lead to a young Australian becoming the centre of attention in the motorsport scene? Before we go any further, it's worth noting that this is an ongoing story, and what we tell you is what is known at the time of recording. With Vettel retiring, Aston Martin had a space on their roster alongside Lance Stroll, and wanting to replace the experienced Vettel with a driver whose CV matches the Germans, Lawrence Stroll turned to Fernando Alonso, unbeknown to the Spaniard's current team, Alpine. In fact, Otmar Szafnauer, Alpine's team principal, has revealed he only learned that Alonso would be departing the team at the end of the season when he saw Aston Martin's press release announcing the move on Monday morning. That was the first that Alpine had heard of Alonso's exit, having assumed he would renew his contract and stay at the team that helped him win his 2 world titles. It sparked Alpine into a state of immediate worry, fearful that reserve driver Oscar Piastri may move to McLaren, with reports of a possible deal for him to replace Daniel Ricciardo at the Woking-based team, while Williams have also been linked with a move. In an attempt to secure Piastri's signature for next season, Alpine announced the Australian would be driving for them in 2023 via a press release. The first sign of concern though was that it was published at 2:12 AM Australia time, the home country of Piastri. Then Piastri took to social media to not only admit that a deal hadn't been agreed with Alpine, but to fully slam the door shut on his chances of driving for them in 2023. He tweeted, "I understand that, without my agreement, Alpine F1 have put out a press release late this afternoon that I'm driving for them next year. This is wrong, and I have not signed a contract with Alpine for 2023. I will not be driving for Alpine next year." How did Alpine lose their reserve driver? While the intricate details aren't known, it seems as though Alpine allowed Piastri and his agent, former Red Bull driver Mark Webber, to negotiate a move to a different team for 2023, before locking down Alonso to a contract extension, which has proven to be a fatal error. As reported by F1 journalist Adam Cooper, Alpine believe that Piastri is contractually obligated to drive for them if offered a 2023 race seat. The question now is what sort of arrangement he and Webber have made with McLaren. It appears like Alpine were happy to loan Piastri to either McLaren, who were lining up Piastri to replace Ricciardo for 2023, or Williams in place of Nicholas Latifi. But after learning of Alonso's exit, they swiftly wanted Piastri in their second seat. But it crucially may be too late for them after McLaren have shown their interest. Strangely enough, this exact scenario has happened with McLaren before. In July, IndyCar driver Alex Palou tweeted, "I have recently learned from the media that this afternoon, without my approval, Chip Ganassi Racing issued a press release announcing that I will be driving with CGR in 2023. Even more surprising was that CGR's release included a quote which did not come from me. I did not approve that press release, and I did not author or approve that quote. As I have recently informed CGR, for personal reasons, I do not intend to continue with the team after 2022. Later that day, he signed for McLaren for 2023. Has Alonso orchestrated Piastri's Alpine departure? It seems almost ludicrous to suggest, but the timing is coincidental, if anything else. Reports online have suggested that Alpine had to inform Piastri by the 31st of July whether he would get a seat in the team for 2023 or not. That didn't happen, leaving him free to negotiate with another team. And Alonso announced his Aston Martin move on the 1st of August, just a day later. So Alpine's plan A had joined their rivals Aston Martin, and their plan B was suddenly able to negotiate with another team due to a rumoured clause in his contract. Of course, it may be coincidental timing, all based around when Vettel announced he was retiring, but it's suspicious to say the least. To add yet more fire to the situation, Alonso posted an Instagram story of him in Oviedo with his thumbs up, conveniently timed to Piastri's announcement. It is concerning that relations may have completely broken down between Alonso and Alpine, for him to not inform them of his decision to leave and join Aston Martin. That has placed the French team in serious difficulty, and the timing couldn't be worse for Otmar Szafnauer. Szafnauer was famously involved in Jenson Button's 2004 contract dispute with BAR Honda, so he actually has history with the legality of contracts for drivers who want to leave. which one thinks might come in handy now. It all comes down to whether Mark Webber has negotiated a legally solid contract for Piastri to leave Alpine and move elsewhere for 2023, despite being offered the race seat. A lot has happened in the F1 world over the past few days, and an appropriate summary of the Piastri fiasco would be, as Pam said in Gavin and Stacey, "I just love all the drama, Mick." Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Let us know any videos you'd like to see in the comments, and tell me which team you think Piastri will be driving for in 2023. That's all for today. I'll catch you next time.